If you are in a relationship right now, let me turn you on to the Ritual app. You are going to schedule your one-on-one session live with your clinician every week. I happen to be one of them. And in preparation for these sessions, you and your partner every single week, you're going to look at your video content that is curated for you and your partner. And you're going to learn the relationship skills that you need to really keep your relationship running smoothly and to keep both of you strong and emotionally healthy. And you're going to meet with your clinician afterwards. You're going to take the assessment. You're going to do your journal prompts and take the assessment so your clinician can find out how you're doing and how things are going in your relationship and the areas that you may need to get stronger in. But Ritual is an absolutely amazing app. It's going to help keep your relationship on track. It's going to give you that curated time with your partner every week to work on your relationship. And so I want you to check out the link at the bottom of this video and click on it, and you will get 20% off of the Ritual app. You also have the opportunity to message your clinician in between sessions. So you can also do that. But it is an absolutely amazing tool, a great modern day tool for couples to keep their relationship strong and healthy. So check out the Ritual app today, and don't forget to use my link to get 20% off of your first month of Ritual. And if you'd like to work with me, please let them know you're interested in working with Anita Stoudmire. Good morning. All right, I'm going to try to run to the bank because I got to drop off a check. And I'm going to take y'all with me, and then I'm heading to my therapy appointment. So I don't have too long. But I wanted to just jump on really quickly. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the IG Live that I have coming up with Trey Kearney. That is going to happen Friday, June 14th. And is it 8 o'clock? Yes, it's 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Friday, June 14th. Trey Kearney and I will be going live, and we will be talking about perimenopause and menopause. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. My apologies. I couldn't even see myself because I had the screen light turned down. So this conversation is for folks who are 40 and over. There are some people as young as 35 who are experiencing perimenopause or menopause. I met a woman the other day who said she went through menopause at 35. That's crazy. And she had a hysterectomy at 37. And at 39, I think she got put on like BHRT or HRT. So this conversation is for women over 40. This conversation is for men who have women over 40. So if you have a woman over 40 in your life, if you are married or dating a woman over 40, you need to listen up too. The men need to listen up, because a lot of you all, you feel as if your woman is a whole different person. You feel as if your woman has changed overnight. She is like an entirely different person. And perimenopause or menopause could be to blame. One of the things that I've recently started to take note of is that our medical system, our Western medical system, does not care about women and their health, their hormonal health once they're past their fertility or baby making stage. They do not care. In their mind, okay, you can't make babies anymore. You're old, oh well, live with it. There's very little research on perimenopause and menopause. And what's even more shocking is there are some really wonderful solutions, and she and I are going to talk about a lot of them,
there are some wonderful solutions that are natural and not natural, but there are solutions to the symptoms that women are experiencing. And you're probably not going to get it from your OBGYN. You're probably not going to get it from your primary care physician. You're just not going to get it. They're just going to say, oh, okay, well, you're at that age. This is what happens. The end. The end. That's the entire conversation you're going to get. I got that conversation from a female OBGYN. Oh, yeah, I checked your blood. You are, in fact, in menopause or perimenopause, and the end. That was the entire conversation. So, ladies, and I'm talking to the ladies again, 35, 40, 45. If you notice severe mood changes or even mild mood changes, if you notice feeling down, if you notice that you're fatigued, if you notice your skin is incredibly dry, if you notice your hair is falling out or your hair is very dry, if you notice anxiety and almost like a paranoia, if you notice panic attacks, if you notice pain in your joints, if you notice vaginal dryness, if you notice lack of libido, if you notice, I could go on, your shoulders locking up, if you notice tummy weight gain around this middle part, right? I can go on and on. And I'm going to give you all of the symptoms on Friday night when we have our conversation. But if you're noticing all of those symptoms, mental health symptoms, like we don't talk enough about how your mental health is affected by perimenopause and menopause. Do you know, as a female with an XY chromosome, every receptor in your brain, there is estrogen in it. There is estrogen in every receptor in your brain. What happens when that estrogen goes away? See, we're not talking enough about that. So my healthy, normal brain has estrogen in every receptor, and now estrogen just drops off. Estrogen just drops off. It just falls off. It just goes away. What happens then? And you've been living with this estrogen. You've been having a normal, healthy existence, and now estrogen is just gone. No progesterone, poor sleep, right? Insomnia, night sweats, hot flashes. But, again, most doctors, the majority of your doctors, female included, they're going to tell you, oh yeah, okay, the end. That's what it is, and like there's nothing they can do. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And while menopause is not, a disease, it is a treatable condition. It is a condition, if I can be so direct, that every woman at some point in time will experience. She will go through perimenopause and menopause. Every woman will. Every man will go through andropause. We don't talk about that enough. So fellas, now this conversation is not for you, but I will, on Friday night, I will talk a little bit about andropause and what happens when a man's testosterone starts to go down. And every receptor in your brain is full of testosterone and progesterone and an itty bitty bit of estrogen. What happens then? And again, most men, I can't have sex. My penis won't get hard, or I've got erectile dysfunction. Okay, outside of that, noticing your mood changes, noticing your muscles getting flabby, noticing the big belly, noticing the anxiety, noticing the joint pain, you're going to have very similar symptoms. And you may be grumpy, or you may be down or blue, sad a lot. Like there are other symptoms other than your sex life that your hormones affect. And yet we don't talk about this enough. We don't talk about this enough. So we're going to have this very important conversation. I'm super excited about it. Okay, y'all, this bank is so slow. Every time I come here, I'm like, there's nobody here. And yet y'all about to see how long it takes for them to deposit this check. It is really weird. I don't understand it. Like it takes forever for them to deposit a check or for me to take money out. I don't know why it's so slow. But we need to have this important conversation because I'm coming upon too many people that are experiencing this. Good morning. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm just depositing that check. Thank you.
I missed the meeting.
Yeah. Thank you. So please join Trey and I on Friday, June 14th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not familiar with Trey Kearney, I want you to go to Trey Kearney's page. She and I have kind of similar style. We talk about a lot of the similar things. One of her things that she's going to discuss is the importance of, keeping your sex life healthy and making sure that, you're being kind to your husband, you're not mistreating your husband, and you're sleeping with your husband. She's going to talk about that quite a bit. And y'all already know how I feel about that, right? You already know how I feel about maintaining healthy levels of sexual desire for each other. And again, that can kind of be a taboo topic. I talk about that a lot in my couples therapy, and the whole energy shifts. When I say, they come in and they have an issue or a problem, and I say, how's your sex life? Or how's your sexually intimate life? How often would you say you have sex? Do you enjoy sex? And I ask both people that. Do you enjoy it? Is it fulfilling? Is it something you look forward to? And if I hear anything other than, yeah, it's great, we do it 2 or 3 times a week, blah, 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 blah. Like if I hear anything other than that, the whole energy shifts. And it is something we have to address. We have to talk about because that is going to very directly affect the health of your relationship. And I just, I tell my premarital ladies, if you think that at any point in time, like be honest with yourself. And at any point in time, if you think about not having sex anymore, you shouldn't get married. Like I'm dead serious. And I don't crack a smile. It's not a joke. I'm like, seriously, really think about whether you want to marry this man. Thank you.
Thank you so very
Appreciate
much.
it.
Have a great day.
You too. Okay. So really, really reflect. Okay. Okay. Because, this idea that you're going to marry a man, and y'all get mad when I say, hey, if you ever want to stop having sex, you should marry a woman. Well, what do you mean? I'm just being facetious, which is a lot of lesbian relationships will become sexless over time. And so there you go. You can be in a healthy partnership. You can be in a marriage and not have sex. And that'll probably be okay. It will never be okay with a man. Unless his testosterone is gone down tremendously, and that will never be okay for a man to just not have sex anymore. That's very unlikely. There are very few asexual men. There are a lot of asexual women. There's a whole lot of asexual women. Very few asexual men. Testosterone, let me tell y'all something. Testosterone is a hell of a drug. It's a hell of a drug. And look, since I've been put on BHRT, and I utilize testosterone, so I have to utilize testosterone. That's a part of the regimen. And y'all, I gotta find my husband real fast. Y'all. Testosterone is a hell of a drug. So imagine, this is what's so insane. Like my dose ain't even high, but I can imagine if they pumped it up. So if they pumped up my testosterone dose to what is normally in a man's body, well, first of all, I probably grow a beard, so I grow hair everywhere, and I'd have some other side effects, right? But here's what I know for sure. That sex drive would go like this. That sex drive will go through the roof. Because like I said, I'm at a normal level for a woman, what can be considered normal. And I feel it. I'm like, oh, like, don't add no more. I'd be in trouble. So just understand that. And this is what I tell the husbands in the session. Y'all, this just popped into my head. And I had to have a talk about this with a gentleman that never heard of the word foreplay, like that never heard of the word, warm a woman up. A woman is like a crock pot and a man is like a microwave, right? I'm going to tell y'all this right now. This is for the men. I get it, right? I totally get it. You have all this testosterone. You don't need to be warmed up. You're ready pretty much all the time. It takes very little to get you ready. But what you need to understand, what you need to grow in maturity about is that if you're going to have sex with women, this is when I'm going to talk to the men. If you're going to have sex with women and you're a good dude, you need to do everything in your power to ensure her pleasure. There is nothing more detestable than a selfish lover. There is nothing more annoying than a selfish lover. Now, what's sad about this comment, the selfish lover comment, is most of y'all will never know. Most of y'all will never know what a selfish, horrible lover you are. Women have been socialized to grin and bear it. Not this woman. Not me. Not me. You don't want to be with Anita. Because Anita's going to bust you clean out. Anita's going to let you know, bro. What are you doing? What's happening? No, I'm not ready. No, I need more of this. I need more of that. I want kissing here. I want licking there. I want this. I want that. No, I'm going to bust you clean out. Clean out. So most of y'all probably ain't as good as you think. If I could be so direct, you probably ain't that great. You probably ain't that great, but you'll never know. Like I said, a man has 3 pencils to write with. Learn how to use all 3. Yeah, please. Because some of y'all, you never heard of the word foreplay. You never heard of the word seduction. Your idea of seduction is to sit next to your woman or walk up on your woman and say, "Want to do it?" That's your idea of seduction. No, I really don't. That is not convincing me that I want to do it. Like, seduce me. Okay? And you all already know this. Y'all feel a way about people saying it. And it doesn't matter who the expert is, if it's a man or a woman. But women need to connect emotionally. Healthy women need to connect emotionally. They need to feel seen. They need to feel heard. They need to feel safe. Now, these hoes, like these hoes out here, these traumatized women, right? These women that are out here giving it away hand over fist, they don't work that way. Okay? The hoes don't work that way. Okay? They just, they out here giving it away hand over fist. Or, oh, I'm going to get mine, I'm out to get mine. And okay, because it's not about love. It's not about caring and nurturing. It's not about any of that. It's about a sexual release. So they don't work that way. But chances are, if you're in a relationship with a woman, a healthy woman, if you're married to a healthy woman, she does work that way, right? For her, it's about the connection. For her, it's about love. For her, it's about being seen and heard and feeling safe and sharing something great. Like, it's not just about a instant sexual release or whatever. It just don't work that way for her, right? For good feminine women, for women who are not, been sexually abused or traumatized, they want to feel seen and heard. They want to feel safe. They want to, be warmed up. They want to have foreplay. They want to be seduced. They want the romance. That's all. But I don't know if y'all are used to, these loose women out here. Maybe that's what it is. Well, so-and-so don't be doing, you don't need all that when you with Chad. You don't need all that when you with Tyrone, because those women are traumatized. Okay? If a woman is in love with you, if she's in a healthy relationship with you, if she's married to you, no, it don't work that way. So foreplay is what happens outside of the bedroom. Foreplay can also be what happens inside of the bedroom. We need both. We need both. I need you to talk to me like you got sense. I need you to be sweet. I need you to consider me and have courtesy, right? I need you to, see me, hear me, love on me. And then when we get in the bedroom, foreplay is now going to continue. It's not a button you're going to push on the back of my back And oh, it's gonna, it's gonna be wet and ready. No, it doesn't work that way. You're gonna touch other parts of my body, all the parts of my body, the erogenous zones, the places that make me feel good and, it warms me up. And then, like I said, you'll do what you need to do, but focus on a woman's pleasure. A lot of y'all don't do that. And you're horrible, selfish lovers. And here's what I honestly believe. Now, my best friend and I got into a big debate about this the other day. This is what I believe. I believe that when two people actually care about each other, when two people actually love each other, when two people actually are committed to each other and they want to share their life together, like they have a healthy relationship, I believe they can teach each other. They can learn how to have really great sex. I believe that. This idea that no, either a person's got it or they don't. No, I need to test drive the car before I buy it. No, I need to know what if the sex is bad? And let me be honest, for the men, y'all saying that is a joke. Okay. Y'all saying, oh, the sex is bad. No, 99% of y'all have orgasms from intercourse. That don't make no sense. Okay. 99% of men that put their penis in a place that is wet and tight and move it around will have an orgasm. If anybody should be saying that phrase over and over, it's technically women. It's technically us that should be saying that. And yet you don't hear us saying that as often. I have heard a lot more women say it lately, but we don't be saying that. Y'all be saying that. What if the sex is bad? Y'all have orgasms. So in my mind, okay, she may not have backflipped on your penis and did a bunch of porn star stuff, but you got an orgasm. Like, can I really keep it a buck? You ready? Because we all grown. 75% of women do not even orgasm. About 70 to 75%. We get poked, right? We get poked for about 20 minutes and then we get up and we go home and do the dishes. We get poked for about 20 minutes and then we get up and get to the laundry. That's what happens for us. So please stop. And just like I keep telling y'all, stop saying that sex is mutually pleasurable. It ain't. It ain't. If I hear another man, why y'all act like y'all doing us a favor by having sex? Because 75% of us don't even find it pleasurable. Y'all, that's a conversation you really don't want to have. You really don't want to have that conversation. You don't. We are doing you a favor. And because you all are horrible, selfish lovers, you don't warm us up. You don't treat us well outside of the bedroom. You don't, want to learn. You don't want to learn. And in defense of men, some women don't want to teach. Okay? So I'm just going to give the men that. Some women don't want to teach. And just understand, we've been socialized not to teach. We've been socialized to not speak up, not say what we like, not know what we like. A lot of women have never seen their vagina. They've never looked at their vagina in a mirror. They've never tasted it. They've never touched it. Nothing. Okay? So I could do a whole separate sex lesson with y'all where women need to start exploring themselves and their bodies. And they need to start knowing what they like, and they need to start speaking up about what they like. Because again, if you're going to marry a man, please expect to have sex. I'm just going to be honest. I want to have sex. Like, I'm dying on the inside right now because that's not a possibility for me. So I would love to have a husband right about now. Okay. But that's not an option. But we have got to do a better job as well. We have got to be willing to teach. We have got to speak up. We've got to learn our bodies. That's what truly being sex positive is. Having random sex with random strangers is not sex positive. Oh, we don't want to talk about that. It's not sex positive to have sex with random strangers. And half of y'all are not even enjoying it. That's what's so mind altering. Y'all are participating in hookup culture and it ain't even good. It's not even good, y'all. Y'all don't like it. Y'all don't orgasm. It's not good. Isn't that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, I am fully through menopause. Okay. Evolving Lulu 74 says, have you started? I'm done. It's a wrap, right? So menopause is come and gone, but I want you, Evolving Lulu 74. I want you to try to join us Friday night, June 14th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Trey Kearney and I are going to talk about this journey, and we're also going to talk about, we're going to give you some solutions, right? We're going to give you some things that you can do to make this transition easier. Okay, Millswab 44 says, I've always wondered, do women in general have these conversations? So women that I know do. And a lot of it is because I push those conversations. Like I just, I don't play about that. I don't play about mine. If I'm with a man and, he my husband, we in something committed. Yeah, I don't play about mine. Okay, so this is me. This is what I do. This is how I work. This is what I don't do. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. Yeah, that's a whole conversation. I don't have sex with people that I can't talk to them about sex. And that is one of the main factors that I have to tell to a lot of women and men. If you cannot have a conversation about sex, I actually have 3 conversations with the person that I'm about to have sex with. 3 conversations. You should have 3 conversations about sex before having sex. So I'm going back and looking at y'all's comments, and then I got to go. I just saw my therapist pull up. I definitely find black men to be extremely selfish lovers. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Say it. Okay. Yes, teach each other. That's right. That's right. It's funny how men say women lie to themselves, but lately we're seeing how they too lie to themselves. Oh man. Oh man. Like I said, yeah. Don't get me started. Okay, good. So, yeah, if I can't have conversations with the man I'm with about sex, I don't have sex with him. Right? If I can't have a conversation about sexual health, if I can't have a conversation about, I'm not of childbearing age, but if I can't have a healthy conversation about, birth control, if I can't have a healthy conversation about, just being safe, just being emotionally and physically safe in the act of sex, if I can't have a conversation about, what I do, what I don't do, what I like, what I don't like. Like if I can't talk to a person about sex, I don't have sex with them. Like it's pretty much a no-brainer. And most people today, they'd rather have sex than talk about sex. They'd rather just have sex with a stranger than talk about sex. She says, my best lovers were Puerto Rican or Dominican. Even though things didn't work out, they didn't leave me traumatized. I know that's right, baby. I know that's right. Don't get me started. She about to put y'all on blast, but you know what? I ain't saying nothing. My mouth is closed. Because like I said, there's a lot of men out here. Y'all really think y'all doing something. You really think y'all doing something. I don't know if you gauging how good the sex is based on how often you orgasm. And if that's the case, yeah, you really think you doing something. Yeah, I got off. I'm like, okay. Okay. And then too, I want you to keep in mind that sometimes women, and I say this in couple of sessions and then I got to go. I'll say, maybe your wife is not interested in having sex because the sex is not pleasurable. Like I just straight up say it. If the sex with you is not pleasurable, I wouldn't want to do it either. Because like I said, fellas, hear me well. When a woman does not get any pleasure out of having sex with you, it's basically like getting poked for 20 minutes. So that's what we're signing up for. If we're getting poked for 20 minutes, for some of us, it's painful. And most women are going to say, no, thank you. I'd rather do anything else than be poked by you for 20 minutes or to have that be a painful experience. Like, I'm good. I'm good. That's it. That's it. So I know that might hurt some feelings, but it's the truth. Okay. Thank you. It's crazy how many women say things like he should just know. No. Yeah, but yet they want wide open communication in every other area. No. And that's on her at that point. That's on her. She has got to open her mouth. Hey, this is what I do. This is what I don't do. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. Like that. So you have the problem. If you're a woman and you're not verbally expressing yourself, you're not telling a man what you need, what you like you don't like I said, I tell a man with the quickness, like, this ain't going to work for me. This ain't going to work for me. This is not, She said, no, they still walk away saying, well, I'll still hit. Yeah, that's an idiot. That's a selfish idiot. Every women are not the same. Get to know the woman. Agreed. Right? So, bruh, this is what y'all really don't want to hear. You think that what you did with the last woman or the last girlfriend or the last wife, you're like, okay, I'm just going to run that little formula again. And it's kind of like a video game, right? This a different level. This a new level. You got to learn the new tricks and the new, no, you can't do the same thing with her. Like I said, I tell a man with the quickness, this what I do, this what I don't do. I don't care if you had this with her, that's not, I don't do that. Like, and then you need to decide for yourself if you can be with me. I'm going to tell you that with words. I don't need to get you in the bedroom and have you do something that I don't like. I'm going to tell you with words, hey, I don't do this. Hey, I do this. Okay? So stop it. All right, I got to go. Thank you. Please join me on Friday evening. We are going to have a wonderful conversation. Friday, June 14th, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much. I love you all. Have an amazing day. There's no sun out. It's very cloudy, but it's still a beautiful day. I'm still going to take my dog to the dog park and get my little work done. I got some clients to see later. Have a wonderful day, but I will see you all on Friday. Thank you so much for joining. And as always, stay open to love.